Hey guys, it's Carl, and a while back I was given an opportunity to test out and review the Campark. It's a solar trail camera. I've never had a solar trail camera before, so this is my first opportunity to check one of these out. So I've already pulled the card on it once. I've had it out for about 6 weeks now, so I pulled the camera card once, got some great footage. I'm going to pull it again now, see what we got, and then we'll go back and I'm going to tell you all the features about this camera, and we'll look at the shots it got and see how well it performed. So back from the woods with the camera, and this is the Campark TC02 trail camera, or TC02 Solar integrated trail camera, and I'm pretty excited to try a solar camera. I have lots of cameras in the woods, and I go through tons of AA batteries, and it gets expensive after a while. So pretty excited to try out these solar cameras and see how they work. So the idea is this solar panel will charge up the internal lithium battery in this camera, and then you shouldn't have to buy AA batteries anymore. So I'm very excited for this feature. This one does have a battery backup, so you can put in 4 AA batteries there. And so the idea with that is, if for whatever reason the solar panel doesn't charge the battery up enough, or if the battery gets below 10, the internal battery gets below 10%, it'll switch over to the AA backup batteries. But in my experience, this camera's been up in the woods, mostly in the shade, but it does get some afternoon sun, the good charging sun, and it's never been below 100%. It's just been awesome all the time. And my cameras generally shoot between 70 to 100 clips a week, give or take. And yeah, never had any problem with battery life that way. So yeah, I'm excited for that feature anyways. The camera's capable of shooting up to 4K video, which is really awesome, and 46 megapixel photos. So when I was offered this camera to try it out, I was super excited to try this camera. So let's go through some of the features on this camera. So there's a better look at the camera there. You can see the solar panel on top there. There's your camera lens. The LEDs for night shots are in behind there, and this is your trigger here. So I think it's a 120-degree view or field for the trigger. But yeah, on the back you've got your tree strap that goes on there. There's a mounting plate that comes with it, so you can just screw the mounting plate into there. And then there's bigger holes up here if you want to use a cable lock to try and lock it to a tree or whatever. So it gives you some security that way. And again, this is a little bit more expensive camera than what I've usually had. So good idea if you're in a well-traveled area to have the locking strap on there. But yeah, we'll just pop it open. So you got your seal there, keeps it nice and waterproof. That's your card slot right there where you put in your micro SD card. And then yeah, we'll just pop it on here for a second. Oh, I'll show you the batteries while it's turning on. That's where your AA backup batteries go. And again, we haven't needed to use them at all yet. They're still nice and fresh. But there's your LCD screen. We'll go to the menu. So this is where you could play back your videos. I don't have anything on it now, but that's where you would play back your videos and photos. And then your next button, that gets you to the menu functions. I don't know, hopefully you can see that okay. So there's some setup stuff, your sensitivity and things for your camera. I'm not going to go through all the setup of it because that's pretty straightforward. But yeah, there's your camera settings on the top menu. Then you go to your video settings, and then just your all-around settings, your date, time, formatting, battery power, all that stuff's in that menu there. So yeah, pretty basic, pretty easy to go through, and yeah, very easy to use. And then when you want to start recording, you just switch it over to on, and then the auto record starts, and it counts down until it's ready to go. But yeah, I'm just going to shut it up. But yeah, that's the basics of that camera. So let's go through some of the other features of the camera. The other nice thing about this camera is the app and the Wi-Fi. So I just want to open up the app on my phone here. And once it opens up, you can see there's the Campark camera there. So I just click on it. And then with the camera, you got to make sure the camera's on. This trail camera has its own Wi-Fi. So you have to be fairly close to it to get it connected. But once it connects to the camera, you can see on that screen now the Wi-Fi is turned on, so it's going to connect to my phone. I'm going to allow it to connect to my phone. There, connecting to the camera. So here we'll just go in. This is the settings mode, so I can go through all the settings that I went through there, and I can change them all on my phone. I can also go through and play back all the videos and stuff that I have on it. Now there's nothing on the card right now, so that won't show, but again, pretty handy to have the app. I don't know that I would use it a lot. Once the camera's all set up, I don't think I would use this to change the settings all that much, but I would use it when I'm close to the camera, just to, without pulling the card, I can go through and see what's on the camera. So pretty nice feature to have, and you can download the film and videos to your phone as well with this app. Alright, well let's go through some of these clips here. And unfortunately, the way where I had the camera, I did not get a lot of daylight or during daylight hours videos with it. So unfortunately, this is the only one. But again, you can see here great color, great definition, great exposure,
Really, the details are good. It's not grainy at all. So pretty happy with the daylight performance with this. But yeah, I just don't have a lot of the daytime stuff to show you. But nighttime, I have lots of it to show you. And I'm so impressed with the just the detail of the night photos. And it's not all just big glow in the center and all dark and fuzzy on the edges. The videos aren't grainy at all. I'm really happy with the quality there. And just, yeah, just great exposure overall. And as you can see, the LEDs aren't spooking the animals at all. It's just as far as night video goes, I'm really happy with this. This one's a little, because it's so close to the camera, it is a little overexposed, but that's to be expected when they're that close. So again, I'm just going to let the video run, and then you can get a sense of what audio it's picking up. You can see some of these videos have rain in them and condensation, and the camera has been good through all that rain, never got wet in it at all. Like, I did get quite a variety of critters, and you can tell the trigger, I have the trigger set on medium, and it picked up that little rabbit like that, and up to big deer like that. Here we got some snow falling, nice cold weather, great performance as well. I need to move that branch in front of the tree though, because it's kind of making it glow, but yeah, just really good performance overall. And again, you can set the trigger for high, medium, or low. If you set it too high, it picks up every little leaf, every little stick that blows, it picks that up. So I didn't really like that. I found medium to be the sweet spot because again, it picked up rabbits, picks up squirrels, and then it picks up big bucks like this guy walking by. So yeah, I think medium is the setting for me anyways. There's some twilight ones here, like early mornings and twilight, where it's kind of low light. So the infrareds have turned on, but it almost looks like an old black and white movie that way because it's not dark enough to be black, but it is dark enough that the LEDs come on. So now we're into some of the photographs here, and again, really happy with the photos. They're nice and crisp and clean, really good exposure. The night stuff is amazing. It's not grainy at all. Really, really happy with the photos on this camera. So overall, super impressed with this camera. This is one of the better cameras I own nowadays. I have lots of entry-level cameras out in the woods, but this one just blows them all away. The image crispness, like the photo crispness, the detail in the videos, it just, the definition is so good on this camera. The exposure at night is nice. It's not just a bright spot in the middle, it's a nice even exposure. I'm really impressed with the images that I'm getting from this camera. The solar panel is an absolute game changer. I love this option. I am so tired of buying batteries. I have 8 cameras out in the woods most of the time, and I'm always buying batteries. And yeah, it just gets tiring after a while. So to only have to buy 4 batteries and never actually really have to use them, that's awesome. And again, I've only had the camera for a couple months, but it's been through some really cold weather, like some cold wintry days below freezing quite a bit, and I've had no problems with the battery so far, so I'm assuming that's going to continue. So if you're in the market for a trail camera, and I would highly recommend the solar option. So far it's been amazing. I'm super impressed with the image quality again, and overall I would highly recommend this camera. So again, if you're looking for a camera like this, there's a link in the description below where you can get this camera. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that quick little review, and I hope I'll see you outside.